laughing. I'm just laughing like a regular
You're not
person.
going to be laughing. She's on live, you idiot.
She, the thing, she's on.
On live now.
You laugh at a video like a regular person.
I'm on live. I'm on live. I'm live. I'm live. I'm live. I'm live. I'm on live. I'm on live. I'm live. I'm live. I'm live. I'm live. I'm on live. I'm on live. I'm 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 live Testing, testing. Uh-huh. Testing, testing. Testing, testing, testing. Okay, so I can hear now. And the video is not blurry. So I better hurry up and make this video while it's right on time. Alright. Give everything to touch you. I don't the world to see. I don't understand. Look at it. So once I start moving this thing, it gets blurry again. Really weird. I guess I can't move the table. What is that about? Alright. So let me get started here. I'm about to close that window. They out there. Let me close the window. There's some boys down there. Some boys. Them little 3 boys. They running out in the street. Alright. Hello and welcome to Shan the Baby Terror. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you come across my video, go ahead and like it, share it, subscribe it, watch some old things on my channel. I would appreciate it. All right, today what I'm going to do is a political read, and I'm going to cover the topics of the Strait of Hormuz, what's actually going on in the ground, in the air, in Iran. Not what we're looking at on television, but what is actually going on. Because men lie, women lie, and countries lie. Alrighty, and then I'm going to take a look at the leaders, particularly when it pertains to the war. So I'm going to look at, I'm going to use nicknames for them. If you know, you know. Dozy Don. Then I'm going to look at Bebi. You know, Israel Bebi. I know what they really call them, but I don't want to use their name because sometimes it'll have them bury you in the algorithm. If you don't do that, and I'm not already seeing no hardly. Anyway, and then I'm going to say Anatoly, which is the Anatoly of Iran. Well, we know what he is and who he is. All right, so let's start with the Strait of Hormuz. Okay, only the ships are getting by. Chinese ships, Russian ships, different ships from different countries in the Middle East that are friends with them. Okay, so those are the only ships that are getting by. And he's on the TV, Dozy Don, and bragging about you know, the ships that's going through, but these are just the ships that they were going to let through anyway, which are their friends. But he takes credit for everything and he does nothing. But that is your Dozy Don. So let's actually see what's going on here on the Strait, in the Strait of Hormuz. Not just what he lies about, and maybe not either what the Iranians lie about as well. All right. So let's go ahead and see what's going on in the Strait of Hormuz. Let me connect with my guide, my higher spirits, higher callings, higher energies, light beings. Also connect with my higher self. She is me. We are we. And may I have nothing but the truth, which is the truth, which is Earth, my sign. And look, this just fell out of the deck. This is a Virgo card, Earth sign. All right. The truth is like Earth. It is what it is. You can touch it, feel it, smell it. No lies told, just what it is. Strait of Hormuz, give us the energy of what's going on in the Strait of Hormuz and who and what are they really in control of and what's going on behind the scenes. All right. 1. I'm going to do 6. Stabbed. Some shit is difficult. There are restrictions. Somebody is celebrating. Somebody has some more plans for their Strait of Hormuz, and somebody is worried about some finances and some money. Good moolah. Nothing more important than the moolah, the King of Pentacles down there, as you can see. All right, let's go and put some more cards on top of these so we can kind of really know what we're dealing with here. So this betrayal and knocking people in the back. Oh, it's getting delicate here. Cross. This is actually a card that flipped out while I was getting ready. All right, the cross, which is suffering, physical and moral problems, deep wounds, isolation. Let's see where we got this devil card going with the restricting. We restricting people from the house. Okay, you're not going to come in unless we allow you to. And if that is the case, then America is lying if they say that they are, you know, going to be ruling this Strait of Hormuz. But the last thing I heard, Dozy Don said, we're just going to leave it there. And, you know, that he hopes that the United Kingdom and all the other people will come together to do it, because he knows he does not have enough staff. He does not have enough army, not enough ships, none of that. He already knows that. It was never possible for him to do that, but they jumped. They jumped into this war with no plan, okay? Any other administration, normal administration, would know that the Strait of Hormuz is a place that you would have to watch out for. And I feel like the Iranian people, or not the Iranian people, I'm sorry, the Iranian government, I'm sorry, we'll call them, or what? We'll call them Atolia. The Atolia's peoples, all right? The Atolia Iranians peoples, okay? Because not the people of the country, but the government, okay? Because a lot of these different places, even here, we are different from our government. America, but we are different. We have different views and stuff from the government. All right, so this is the government. We have the King of Pentacles and we have the lilies. The people, the Iranian government feel like they have a new energy. This is what I'm feeling from the Iranian government, because they do have a feel. They are saying that this is a new opportunity that they thought would never come, all due to the diseased brain moron. All right, just going in here and not understanding the complexities of these issues. And it's so complex in that part of the world. There are people that don't get along with each other. There are people within the country that don't get along with each other. There are different ethnicities that don't get along with each other. But, you know, and again, I'm not a scholar at all. You would expect a decent and a normal government to kind of look into the future of that. Maybe they'll use that for financial gain, and this is what they're doing. So they are in completely Iranian government is completely in hold of this peninsula or this strait or whatever they call it. All right, because we got them here with the devil in the house. You're gonna stay out my house. That's what it's saying. I'm blocking you out my house. You're not gonna come through. All right. So I got it on lock. I got your goods on lock. And I feel like Spirit is kind of telling me that Dozy Don really doesn't care about this particular issue unless it impacts our economy in some way, because the world's economy is getting impacted by not being able to use that area. But him directly, he is not being starved of any oil or anything like that. So he doesn't give one shit. All right. But he's quite, what can I say? I don't know. I have the same words for him. He's quite moronic because the world's economies are connected. All right. And if you had any sense, you'd know that they are connected. You're going to have some effect, even if it's a second effect, and your effect may not be that you have a shortage of oil or a shortage of energy. Hello, mobile sniper. But the effect will be the same. Okay, he just has this feeling of, well, it's not happening to us, not happening to me, whatever, when he went in a war that had nothing to do with him. So some issues he want to act like he don't have anything to do with him, and then he wants to get into a war that had nothing to do with him at the present moment. Okay. And Spirit, and allegedly, this is just a country psychic reading, nothing but less, and going to this war was less, and all right, and now he wants them, he just leaves behind. But spiritually, I'm being told that he's not going to be able to easily leave this behind like he thought he would. They went over into Venezuela and they become the Pirates of the Caribbean. But this is not going to be as easy to drop as you think and turn around and move around. It's essentially, I would kind of get with this example. You are a high school athlete, male, you going somewhere, and you got a lot of scholarships. You got a lot of dreams and hopes and things is in front of you. You have a bright future. You're a star. And then the last year of school, then you get this girl pregnant, okay? But not just any girl. Like, some girl that, gonna bring you down, okay? This is not like you didn't really look inside and see if this person has some character traits. So now you're going to have to, whatever your dreams were, then you have to put them on hold. Now you got to, you're going to have to do what it is that you're supposed to do. Now it feels like he think he's going to be the star athlete, run off, do this, and then, be able to live his life while the other person puts their life on hold. He is going to be made to be responsible for this war. You started it. Now you're going to have to finish it. You put all the food on your plate. Now you're going to have to eat it. It's not that easy for him to walk away. He think it is. Spiritually, he's not going to be able to walk away from this and just tell other people to do whatever they want to do with the Strait of Hormuz. He is leaving a big security risk if he goes and does that with his moronic tail. But, he does moronic things. He's going to leave a security risk physically, security risk financially. It's going to be a whole lot of issues that if he doesn't, which he doesn't have an appetite for. I just really don't feel like he has an appetite to even fight in the Strait of Hormuz. Okay, if he does, he'll be forced to. All right, let's see. The end of this will be very difficult. I don't see the end of this coming out for the good of the American government. I don't see that. The end is going to be difficult to get to here. And if you, this is just my feeling, if there is no ground penetration on that Strait of Hormuz or anything, then you're not going to get anything but like back and forth. So nothing's really going to come to it unless you put people on the ground. And if you put people on the ground, then you got a whole new issue that's ready to explode and come all up in your face. And it's going to be this, which is casket, which is death, life, pain, suffering. Okay, this is going to be very suffering. He may have no choice but to leave it because there's nothing he can do about it. Okay, but he'll spin it as if it's this and it's that. But it's nothing more than leaving something undone, such as in Vietnam, just folding up and running away, and then you'll have more issues after that. We got the cross and being betrayed. Definitely some betrayal is going on in the Strait of Hormuz. Logistics, again, are being shared by Pootie Booty. Pootie Booty is sharing information of ships, of GPS locations. Very much America's being betrayed, but we have a moron in charge who does not think we're being betrayed because he is compromised, allegedly. Dozy Don, the compromised president. All right, allegedly. This is a bigger fight than they ever had thought that it would be when you're talking about the Strait of Hormuz. They pretty much figured that if they thought that for some strange reason that Iran had to have such strong Navy presence in order to prevent them from doing whatever they want or not taking over it, but they were highly underestimated by those drones. That's what Spirit is telling me. It caught them blind, and that would only catch you blind if you were in an incompetent administration, which we find ourselves in here. But definitely, there is somebody. This person is crossing their fingers and hoping that it'll all work out. And to me, again, that is the United States, hoping that something will clear up. They banking on that at some point that the allies will want to help them, but I think the allies have been burnt from Iraq and the fake weapons and stuff like that. They don't want to do it, and I don't blame them. I wouldn't do it either. I wouldn't follow a lie and get my soldiers killed during to lies. This war has really been a gift to them when they're strategically looking at it in the Strait of Hormuz. This man has given them more than they ever thought that they could get. You got the gift and you got celebration here. They want to make this permanent. Okay, so if America thinks that this is going to be easy and they're going to give it up, they have got so much money and wealth and abundance cutting off this place. Okay, and then I hear people like, we should have, did this. We should have did this before. You know what I'm saying? And we got the plan and we got tree. They want to strengthen it. I do feel like they want to strengthen the Strait of Hormuz for the Iranian people, for themselves. And they feel like they're going to have to bring in another country to shore up the excuse me, hold on.
Excuse you.
Just put that down and then go up there and get back on the phone. Just do that. You interrupted my live. It's very disrespectful. It's disrespectful. And when I have told you 1,000 times the same thing, have yourself a seat. Don't get back up. Don't do none of it. Don't do any of it. So they're going to have another country come in to help them somewhere, some of their friends. To help them. They're going to have them come to travel, to bring things so that they can shore up this. This is, to them, is a money-making experience. All right. Money-making experience for these folks. Let's see. What else we could put on that? Let's see. Turn that down. Turn that down. Turn that down.
We can hear.
Yes.
Come on, Bill. Give me a snacky. Can I get a snack?
Get on that phone. Get on that phone and stop talking to me. Stop talking to me and get on that phone.
Hey, I'm on my phone. I'm watching it with you. You good enough?
Expectations. Okay. See, publicly, what's going on is they are acting like they are so. They are beating them in the Strait of Hormuz, and the Iranian people really do not have control. He is trying to. This is really sick for Dozy Don. He's trying to go in business and get some type of richness out of this. This is what I'm looking for. Unexpected money. We got the man. Bad warning. Revenge. A hidden threat. This man expects something. Dozy Don expects something that can get him some unexpected money out of this situation. All right. He's mad because he's not going to get as much as he wants to get. He's trying to make some weird deal with them where, oh, I'm going to get a little percentage of whatever you cut in the... And we got courthouse, and we got legal matters, administrative procedures, public affairs, stuff like that. So this is him trying to make some deal, but it's a backdoor deal because what he's going to present to the park. This is the park. This is the American public. This is people. Us is different than what he's presenting to the Iranians. He knows himself, allegedly, that he cannot win in this Strait of Hormuz at all. And the best thing he can do is try to bully them, threaten them, or I don't know what he's trying to do. But he say, well, you can have the Strait as long as you give me a cut of whatever is in the Strait. So he's not even particularly... he is not a person who is faithful to country. This man is faithful to the almighty dollar, okay? And not the dollar that you're going to get as American people, because you'll never see it. Just like you didn't see your wonderful checks and Doge checks, and you didn't see all that other stuff he was promising. He's a liar, but he'll make sure that the money goes to his account, okay? Now, you can best that. Not your account, but his. So he is trying to get something out of this deal. Even if he just walks away and... he'll be like, well, you can do this for so long and something, then we'll stop doing this. It's like that. So he is wheeling and dealing, but wheeling and dealing from a weak hand. That's what he's doing. Like if you were had cards, he's wheeling, dealing, trying to put on a poker face. He don't have the cards that he say he has. Like he told Zawinski all the many times in the office, you don't have the cards. You don't have the cards. He don't have the cards neither. He don't have them. And so he just bluster and trying to get some type of deal where they can get money, okay? Him and his cohorts, all the rest of him and his son-in-law and, you know, all of them folks. So they can get more money on top of more money while the people of the America go broker and broker, hungrier and hungrier. But you can just see how Donald Trump is going to eat, all right, while you don't. All right, let's go and see what's going on the ground and air in the Iran war currently. Just giving us a little slip for what's going on the ground. What's going on the ground, in the air. The real truth, nothing but the truth. What is really going on down there? We losing planes, equipment, spending $1 billion, but we make sure that people don't eat. We also make sure that people don't have health insurance. We make sure of that. But we won't care. But we'll definitely harm really quick. We'll harm folks. Well, at least this administration will. All right. Let's see what's going on. Let's do 6. What's going on the ground? I get that. I get songs sometime, and I got that song War. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. War crimes are being committed, or they will be committed. I have a prison card on here. Somebody's trying to do some war crimes, or war crimes have already been committed. on the ground. There are things that are not being touched. We have, hold on, let me put it over here. We got whip and rich gentleman. Let me just slide it over here. Whip and rich gentleman. These to me are the contracts, bribes, and everything that Dozy Don has been accomplishing. Even in these areas of, you would think, Iran, he has been making deals with these people as well. So he is also conflicted on some things he can't hit and needs to hit. He is in bed with them as well. Okay. Not physically, I would hope not, but in a metaphorical sense, he has a lot of different ties in Iran as well. He has tried to make some deals beforehand, or could be when he was running around acting like he was a billionaire. All right, so let's see about that. What can we say about this conflict with the rich man? This war is being fought with hands behind the back, because there are some people that have associations together. People always think that people is an enemy. In this case, Spirit is telling me that these people are not always enemies, or wasn't always enemies. In some way, they always wanted to make a deal, or they always wanted to make some money together. So it's lies that they are only enemies. This is a complicated game here, because we got so many players. Everybody's trying to keep it balanced and keep it up to a certain point. I can only go a certain point because I have this here, I have that there. There are different people with different ties to this country, to Iran. People would like to do things in the future in Iran, so they don't want to do certain things or destroy certain things, because there's a plan for certain things. And I think that this has to do with their oil, with whatever resources they have. The same type of thing that they wanted to do when they was running around being the parts of Caribbean, in the Caribbean, taking everything and taking oil and taking resources. This is what they want to do here, but this is a harder fight than they ever are going to do. This is just what is trying to be done. There are different targets that are being picked. Some targets are not picked, not because they're not good targets. It's just these targets have plans. People have plans for these targets. All right. There are things in Iran that other people want to take over. Okay, that's what I get there. They want to take it over. The American people want to take it over and do some type of partnership. This is all about finances and money. Feels like it. This is not about any nuclear weapons at all. That is a terrible lie. This is the emotions or something, or some surprise. Some surprise. So after all this happens, then he'll say, well, we totally destroyed them, which is a lie. How about we go ahead and partner with them and get a little bit off of this, get a little bit off of that. So there are some things which they are just kind of playing in the dirt, not using appropriate ammunitions that need to be used on some areas. And that's what I see. Definitely war crimes are being committed. Let's see. We got the prison card, and we also got the bad almond here. A lot of deaths. This is the Four of Swords, laying folks down. A lot of deaths are being covered up as well. This is the Knight of Cups, and this is a message and an offer. I do feel like somebody is saying I have some unalived, how can I say this without getting banned? Unalive folks, I'll just say that. Unalive folks in the military. And I can do an exchange with you, because you're telling folks that these people are unalived at the, how can I say? As the rate that you are saying, there are some people that are unalived and the remains need to be collected, and people are asking about those remains, and this is on top of those war crimes here. Somebody is pleading, begging, wanting something done, trying to emotionally appeal to somebody. And it's something about some unalive, meat sacks of people. This is the conversation. We're talking about unalive meat sacks. I need those back. I need this back. You need this back. Get that. This one. Swapping, exchanging. Yeah, that part. Okay. Somebody would like these sadness and grief and these unalive things stop, or a movement of the unalived meat sacks. Okay, so there are some meat sacks that need to be moved and unalived. Crazy. What is it going off for? And I don't even know where I left off from. Actually do is just go ahead and reap some money, but that's not going to be as they think it was. He's able to dash in and dash. I can't say that word. Just like a little flash in the pan relationship. I had another word, but I can't say that. So they didn't think that they'd be here long. They thought that this was going to be it and about. Yeah, they were, their expectations was that they'll have victory. Okay, they'll be able to come through, have the victory, but this is not what it is. This is looking like this is getting into something. You're really trying to do the things such as you are trying to stop nuclear weapons, that fake nuclear weapon stuff. If you're trying to do that, then it's going to take you to bend in a little quite hard. Okay, you're going to have to go harder than this because I feel like the Iranian people, this is just what I'm getting in their energy and their spirit. They are a proud people, and they are a people who stand by whatever it is that they stand strong. We don't have a president with such moral aptitude or anything like that. We don't have one that can, stick to his guns or nothing like that. He just goes whichever way the wind blows, and that's Dozy Don. But these people right here, they kind of stuck, and they are, I hear United Front, okay, for whatever bad regime that they have and how they treat their people. But I'm just saying the Iranian government and the Iranian military is stiff, and these people will go to the end. Very, when you say fanatical, these are fanatical people. Okay, and I'm not saying fanatical in a good way or a bad way, but just fanatical in the sense that they will go to the end of it. All right, and they really are going to represent their country, all right, for whatever badness, activity that they up to, which they be up to some bad activity as well. For somebody, their expectations, there is somebody in the Trump administration, but I feel like more the Trump military. There is someone who is very saddened by the unaliving of the children. It is really taking a toll on this person. This person is ill, sick. This person does not sleep well at night at all. These children is on that person's mind. And this person also is stating to me spiritually that I told them that. I told them that this would happen. Why would I do this anyway when I told you exactly? Let's see. So this was expectations, but the strength is waning. This is for the American people, okay? Because I told you how I felt that I could feel the Iranian army. This here that I'm feeling is the American government, and the strength is waning for this. And also, this is a card of poverty. The money is running out. All right. Each time they drop in those bombs and they can't feed us. Each time they drop the bombs and they make sure we have no health care. Anytime they drop the bombs, make sure AI take all our jobs and everybody, living in poverty. And you are spending $1 billion a day to harm people. All right. And commit war crimes. $1 billion for war crimes every day. Now we got work occupation and we've got the public. All right. Work occupation to me, labor of love, drudgery, employment. These are our armed forces, our soldiers. This is going to be a financial strain on the Army, okay? And it's going to be seen by the public that we are short-staffed. And I always go back to when he was, belittling Zelensky and talking all about him. All your soldiers are unalived and you're losing. And then Zelensky stopped and Zelensky said, you will understand what I'm going through. He didn't say it in those particular words, but he did say that, you're going to understand. And this is what he's understanding and feeling at this moment. The ranks of the American Army is thin. There are not enough troops to conduct this fully. If you are going all the way inside of Iran, you do not have enough people. You do not have enough qualified people. Is another thing. There are some qualified people, I'm just getting this all from spirit here. There are some qualified people within the ranks, but they are very dwindling and they are leaving and they are gone. This is drain. This is the same thing Zelensky told him about, the draining. There's a draining in the American military forces. And there's also a draining of I don't know if it went off, but this war proceeds further. We have, again, a leadership problem as well. There are not very good leaders all over the place. Some of these leaders are military leaders or military leaders are morally bankrupt. And this is, again, allegedly, according to me. There are real investments that need to be made into the Army, to the military. But I'm not talking about investments of money because they always are overflowed with money. But we need talent, okay? The talent has been drained out. When this man gets out of there, we are going to have to build the Army back up. But not back up with, boats and stuff like that and F1, whatever they call those things. Not like that. We need more people that can fight the war that we need to fight in the future, because this is the time for a new way to fight the wars, okay? There's new equipment that we need to get that will not be ballistic equipments. There are simple things that we need to fully stock up on, and also technology. Technology is something we need. That's why I say we having a brain drain, and the leaders, okay? The old way that you
I'm gonna see no peanut butter cup. No, just go back, please. I'm sorry.
The old way of fighting is not going to be how we're going to do this anymore. And for right now, for this war, we're short. All right, we're short on whatever equipment that we need, and we definitely short on the leaders now that he's shaking it up and throwed it all around. Some of these leaders may be court-martialed in the future, and the things that they've done, they will be exposed. Okay, so we got to look out for that as well. Let's go over here to this King of Pentacles, which is our financing. They always are abreast with money, but they always misuse it, mismanage it, and also to put it in different secret programs. So you have somebody who is worried about the King of Pentacles. Somebody is worried about the money. So all those billions of dollars that they throwing in the ground and murking people and doing war crimes with, now they running out of money. And they want more money, but they want really an unlimited supply. And the way for a person to get an unlimited supply of money is to go to Congress and then Congress to approve it. So that is exactly what they want. They wish it was a way that they can get around the numbers and that they could go to Congress and then Congress just automatically approve it without any votes from Democrats, okay? Because that will give them unlimited money. They can just start siphoning it from wherever it is that they want to siphon it from. Then we got walking away. They don't want to walk away, but they may have to based on their constraints, okay, because they got some constraints. And so they're going to have to make do. And it's some things that are going to come up that they are not going to know that are going to come up. And this is going to affect the price and also affect the leadership because, again, we have leadership for the American military. They can't see around corners, and that's not good for an army. You know, they have let go everybody do EI ban, okay? Like the black there, then like the women, then like the gay people, or anybody else that. So you got people here who are not accomplished enough to see things that come out of the curtain. You know, it's a lot of folks like that, very intuitive. Okay, they're intuitive with war though. We don't have that anymore. All right. Let's see. Now we're gonna take a look at Dozy Don when it as it occurred to this war. Okay, on war, we'll look towards that. What can we say about Dozy Don when it comes to this Iran? He is a child, and that's the child card coming out. Inexperienced, doing. He don't know anything about finances because we got to remember he had 34 felony counts of fraud. All his businesses went under. This is not the type of man that you want to plan out a war and how much money you need for it. No. So he is befuddled by the finances. Anchor, stability, resilience, security. He's really hung up more about that Strait of Hormuz than he is about the rest of the country, what he's doing in the rest of the country, and the bases that we are having destroyed. He's more enthused about that. He could be just like one of these people who have a one-track mind, and that's the track he's on. And once he get off of it, then that's that. But for right now, I think he's on the Strait of Hormuz and getting money out of that and some answers out of that. There's the finances next to the anchor. So that's probably what that is, trying to find some new avenue of money, because that's all he does, try to find fraud, new avenues of money. We can't do any fraud or waste, abuse and waste, but he can do all fraud, abuse, waste, allegedly. He is suffering. This is like a burden to him. That is why he keeps to get other people do anything. This is the tower. This is loneliness and isolation. He wants other people to come through and do what the hell he's supposed to be doing. That's why he just want to leave it behind, but have some type of legal document that states he can get a percentage out of the Strait of Hormuz. This is the star, his hopes, inspiration, revelation, achievement, liberation. He may start talking about he's liberating the people. He may go back to that because, you know, he told them to come out and then left them hanging dry. I think he's going to go back to that. He's going to turn around and shit where he eats, and he's going to say, come on out, Iranian people, and do this for me and do that for me, while he's talking about turning all the electricity off, turning the gas off, and starving them. That's what he'll be up to. Let's see what else we can go to for Dozy Don. There's a secret connection that he has in this country. They are friends that he have there, or business. Some guy with a connection. He has connections everywhere because he is a fraudster. So really not care who he associates with, because he associates with, allegedly, into the and Trump. All right, because he's always running around trying to do some waste, fraud, abuse. We've got mice and clouds, and he feels like maybe going to ever to this war. He won't make it blurry. We got clouds, confusion, uncertain, misunderstanding. We got mice, depletion, destruction. There's some things there I feel, and he feels too, that he doesn't want to touch. He has some plans for some things, and this is why they're blowing up. Some things they're not blowing up here because they have a connection with those things. All right. Everybody's hands is not clean, and they've never messed with Iran, but it's just the secrets that are in the background. No one is talking about it or saying it, but it's there. All right. So when you hear something funny from Trump, Dozy Don, look at it with an eye of suspicion that he could have been doing business in Iran before that and making plans about something, this and that. So look at it with that type of skill. Yeah, look at it with that type of skill. And you'll understand some of the mentally handicapped things he is talking about. All right, now we're going to go to Bebi. Bebi Israel, man. I don't really call him, but don't like to say it because of the algorithm. So we're going to call him Bebi. Bebi, Mr. Israel Bebi. What is he going on with him when we are talking about the realms of this Iranian war? Bebi.